I
How are you?
just started recording.
Nice.
Wow, your apartment looks nice.
It is nice. It's like
That's
yeah.
so cute. It's like a little loft.
I
Um,
know. I live in like a the bed is like in that weird little like
it's like a,
loft.
it's like, is it a fort? Wait, do you live alone? No.
Yeah.
You live
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
alone?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Is this place cheap?
No, but
Yeah, I was like, there's no fucking way. Like, I mean, like, European apartments are like just cuter in general. But
yeah.
I was like, this looks like a really like bougie little studio.
I mean, it's like whenever you get into like these old like Euro apartments, like they all look bougie. Like there's no like the amenities are quite, limited. But
But there's like they're charming. Like
yeah,
if you had
nice.
told me that this was cheap, I wouldn't have been like astonished. I would have
Yeah,
been like it would have just proven something to me that's crazy. But like, even like really basic apartments in Europe just like have a certain like old world charm. Like even the like more newer ones, the aesthetics are different
yeah.
than.
Like the floors are nice, and there's no fucking carpet, you know.
Yeah, and I just feel like they don't look like they're like, I don't know what it is, but like there's something. Yeah, like they have like always have like really interesting windows
Yeah, I mean,
that.
look at my so many fucking windows. Like
Yeah,
it's like
exactly. Exactly. Oh, and they even have like they're even arched. What the hell? Okay, so how much is this
oh
place?
shit.
I want to know.
How much is it? It's a
I want to
thousand.
know. Oh,
It's a thousand.
okay, but that's actually like that's not like cheap, but like that is cheap for a place like that. Like,
I pay the same. I pay the same, if not more, in
yeah.
Eugene, Oregon,
No,
living in some
exactly.
like like fucking crack house, like apartment building,
Yeah, exactly. Like I
So
think that's probably like the cheapest you can find in in like the Pacific Northwest.
yeah, yeah, yeah. No, no way. And you can find like way cheaper here. I'm just like the thing is like you got to know someone, like
Yeah.
hook it up because there are a bunch of people living in these apartments where they're paying like 600 or 500.
What? And it looks
Yeah,
like that?
yeah, they look nice. I mean, it's like a crazy like pyramid scheme of like people renting from other people, renting from other people, but because people like it's harder to like raise the rent here, um, so the rents just kind of like stay more level for longer, and people like a lot more people rent here than own, and um, so they just like hang on to these apartments where they got like a good deal in like 1992 and the rent hasn't really gone up all that much, so
And then they rent to other people instead of like leaving the
yeah,
contract. So
yeah,
that's
yeah,
how it. And so like there must be like way more lax like sublet laws there.
yeah, yeah, yeah. No, I mean
That's
like
crazy. This is literally making me want to move.
yeah, I mean it's like I mean it's whatever, like people also here like complain about stuff being expensive, but I don't know, it's
But is it? Is
not.
it more expensive than
Oh no.
because like if you're kind of like a person like me where it kind of seems like you just like wing it, like you just like pull money
Yeah,
out of thin air and like
yeah,
but your expenses are the same as like kind of like mine were when I had my own apartment, and I got really exhausted doing that. Even when, yeah, my apartment was, I mean, at first my apartment I was sharing with an ex-boyfriend, and so I was paying $600, but then when we broke up, my rent doubled.
Yeah.
But like I can pull $500 out of my ass, but
Yeah.
I think that anything else I need like something a little more consistent, or I'm just like never relaxed.
Yeah. I mean, I've been thinking about this where I'm like, I have an extremely like inconsistent, source of income where I go like months and months without getting any money. And then at some point I get like a larger lump.
Okay. Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay,
Out
that's
of
a
like,
way of life that I really believe in, like doing like project-based stuff where you make like your income for like the quarter
yeah. Yeah.
periodically.
You're not like, because it makes you like, okay, I have this lump like waiting for me, which also makes you like not spend. I mean, like I think that's just like it sort of gets into your brain of like, yeah, like I don't have like money to spend, so you don't spend money on like on bullshit, or like it makes you like need stuff less
Yeah,
in a
no, I'm
way.
really good at rationing, but
Yeah.
I think that I was never like all of a sudden, it wasn't like I was earning nothing and then all of a sudden earning like $5,000, because I
Yeah.
could definitely ration that. I would just put a certain amount aside for rent, and then, but for me, it felt like I was like figuring things out like week to week.
Yeah, I don't know. No, I don't have week to week mindset. I don't know. It's like,
So where, from what sources are you like making the quarterly ish money? Like, is it from art? Is it from grants? Is it from
yeah, yeah,
something more
like
nefarious?
you get like a grant or like an award or something, and then like, you like a painting gets sold or whatever, and then suddenly like you're up, you're like stable again
So
until like,
so
yeah.
where are you applying? Because I am like new to the grant world, and where are you like getting grants, like just for like being like an independent artist? Like, are you like in on like the places you find them? Is it like a lot of research and like writing stuff?
No, I'm lucky because of the Norwegian government like subsidizing art so much. So there are like so many like weird organizations that like are just kind of like giving out money. Um,
Are
so
you
it's all like,
Norwegian?
yeah,
Okay, I hear like a very slight accent. So you're still a part of their, like, so you're a European citizen, but then you're still
yeah.
a part of like, even though you don't live in Norway.
I mean, like technically I do. I'm like, I have to like, I like technically like don't live in Berlin, even though I lived there like a year because I have to like
I see.
get out of the, I have to leave the country like every 3 months, which is like totally fine.
I see, yeah.
Go to Norway for like a week or so, or I've gone to like Warsaw like for a weekend and just hung out and then like come back. Um, yeah, so I get like all the benefits of like being Norwegian. Um,
Are they
so I can
like
get
one of those countries that kind of do like it's not like a universal basic income, but where they like give artists like a sort of set amount of money?
Yeah, there's a lot of that. There's like a huge like budget set aside for like working artists grants that are issued by like the government specifically. So that's like a big thing, and that's like a big thing politically. If that if artists at all should be getting money, and I guess you can argue for or against it, and both arguments would probably be pretty valid, you know. But yeah, so there's that. I mean, I'm not in like because there's like the group of like really like hardcore people, like the people who get like like 50 grand a year, and you just
Wow.
get them, you know,
Is that a
you know.
specifically a Norwegian thing? Or do you just mean, because I know Ireland has like a program
Yeah,
that they're
Ireland. Yeah,
keeping.
yeah. I think like Ireland's even more progressive in that area because in Ireland there's like a law where if you do a show you have to get paid, you know, to do the show. You're like you have to like if you do a show with a gallery in Ireland they have to pay you. So it's not just like you get money, you get half the money from the sale or whatever. Like you have to get like kind of paid a little something up front. So they're even more progressive.
Wow, this is
That
really like, I hope that, I mean, this is like so not gonna be a thing that comes to America anytime soon, probably. But I so hope that, because I'm a German citizen, and I don't think that there's like I have certain benefits, but I don't think I have access to anything like that directly.
yeah. I mean, maybe unless like you lie and put a German address or whatever. But
Well, I mean, I
um,
could move to Germany. Like, I mean, like if I felt like I was gonna be supported there, I would move. You know, the
yeah,
only reason that I don't just uproot to Germany is because my problem here is the same one I'm gonna have there, but I will have more of a language barrier. So there, I definitely would feel like I would need to have a remote income
wait,
and
what are the problems that you're dealing with?
money.
Oh yeah, money problem. Well,
So like here, everyone's like, "Oh, you're a European citizen. Like, why are you here? Like, America's crazy." And I'm like, "Bro, because I don't make money." Like, I was like,
uh,
because if I go to Europe, I'm still gonna need to make money. It's the same. It costs the same. There's just there's other benefits. Like for example, I kind of have a vision of like I could get my master's degree there for free, which is a concern that I've run into here.
yeah,
And but it's the same thing, like the city I was looking at, it's not cheap. It's the same, basically the cost of living translates. And so, I already struggle with in-person jobs. Like I'm just not a good employee. And so
yeah,
I also just feel like I'm a kind of person where I won't feel like truly stable and secure unless I really feel like I can make money from my computer and like I can uproot and like run. So I just feel like once I can produce, like even if it's literally like $1,000 a month from my like virtually, then I just feel like the world really opens up to me, and then I could
yeah.
take advantage of like some things that I do have in Europe.
What city were you looking at?
Um, there's a college called, I think it's Heidelberg.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's like a really old university that would be free, and it seems like it's in like a really old, like almost like castle building.
Mm,
And I was kind of, I think I kind of just want to get, I want to get like like a theology degree or something.
oh, yeah,
And it's just, that's not a degree I would want to pay for. So but I kind of feel like I'm like, yeah, I would do that, but Yeah, remote. I just keep encountering like everything I think about. I'm like, you need a remote income. Like, you need a remote income. Like, you just. I
Yeah.
don't know how I'm gonna survive otherwise.
Yeah. I mean,
But
yeah. I guess.
like if I, if for example German citizens were like offered the same like, some kind of artist stipend that was equivalent to, I don't know, 1,000 a month, then that would pretty much solve my problem. And I would probably just be like, okay, that I am more supported in this country, and now I feel like I can like uproot my life
Yeah.
without feeling like, because I've like moved, like when I was 19, I like moved to New York and I just was like, I'm gonna just figure it out.
Yeah.
And I did, but it was really stressful and tiring. And I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm too old and like, um, I can't be like knocked off kilter, or I will like go off the deep
Oh,
end. So
yeah. Because that would be my suggestion. Just like do it and hope that it works out. And you know, probably something will happen. You know, it's like
I would need like
yeah.
a very real support system, and like I would need people to be like, I can, I can offer you this when you come, and like I can support you in this way, because the only way that I hit the ground running, and I just basically took like the first jobs I got and then just slowly got better jobs, and
Yeah.
I don't want to like I don't want to do that at all. Like the only
Yeah.
reason I was doing that is because I was 19 and I was desperate to leave home, and I was like taking a risk on myself, and I was really manic and like liked to go out and party and stuff. And
Yeah.
I'm just not that way anymore. So I would need really to have a few like things in place, or I just know I would burn out and end up like coming home.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Or getting myself into some like deep hole, like I have to preserve what I have, or I won't have it anymore.
Yeah. I'm like. Yeah, I'm not there yet. I'll probably be at something if like if things don't work out, but where
You're not
where
at
I'll have
the burnout place yet?
no, no, no,
I
not at
mean, you
all.
seem pretty chill. Like you seem like you're in a better, like whatever your reality is definitely seems better than mine was at 20. Like the last time I did a crazy move. And I think that you at least, yeah, I mean, you have something, you have a support system like from, the Norwegian government. Like
Yeah,
that's
dude,
not
yeah,
nothing. Like that's, I don't have that. It would be, I'd be like just trying to get like some random coffee shop job, and I yeah, I just can't live like that.
yeah. No, I have that, and I luckily, I have like family and stuff in there, so no, it's like
Yeah,
yeah,
you're in a good position to, I think, like take some risks, because it's not, I mean, it's not like a massive risk. This is why I believe in universal basic income. I think that people just need to know that they at least are going to have like a place to live, even if they're like, electricity gets shut off or they can't eat. Like I think that that's like the bare minimum for keeping people like in reality.
yeah, yeah, and not yeah, yeah, yeah. So that I mean, it's crazy, like yeah, because you're in uh, and
Well,
then
I'm
you
at my family's right now.
okay, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
But in the Pacific Northwest, and that's been like a major thing, like moving from Pacific Northwest to here is like seeing like the larger, and I'm not like a big like I don't care like it's like I love America too, you know? I'm not just like some like Euro trash like person who's like, oh, in America it's like this and this, but like you see like the people like in America like disconnected from like reality, you know? Like it's like in terms of like the homeless people or like, you know, like people who are pretty well to do and but are also like just so like schizophrenic like in their mind for whatever reason. So um yeah, I think like that's been like a big shift, like seeing, which I kind of, I don't know, sometimes it means that like the fucking like the crazy people like the, you know, like American psychosis.
America is really a form of psychosis.
Yeah.
Like we we are really weird, like a lot of really weird intellectual thought comes out of America because we are very like divorced from reality, because I think that's like how you have to survive, is like living in these like manic like idea worlds, you know, and telling yourself things. And I mean, the whole like economic system now especially like operates off of like, you know, the entrepreneurial spirit, and like you just have to like manifest your way through it. And I mean, that really, that is kind of the only way to survive.
Yeah, I mean that stuff is like true ritual because you're just dumping like fake money into like a thing that's like, you know, like continuously like losing money, but also like who cares? Like they know like what people are like making fun of like fucking like Silicon Valley like Uber or whatever. Oh haha, like they're losing money. Like they don't care. Like they don't give a fuck. Like they know it's fake. You know, like they know like that the sort of the level that they're on, if like their like profit margin like goes down or whatever, like it doesn't matter. Like you're just like you're gonna keep, you know, building the thing. So it's like this yeah, total like non-belief in sort of logic and the structural reality that sort of propels them forward in this really interesting way.
Yeah, I mean, I think that like if America kind of operates off of like, if you, and it's genuinely like if you do stop kind of having that delusional kind of belief, then you will like fail. Like it is,
You'll fail so hard.
you,
Like
I
you'll
mean, the
like
line between like wealth and like homelessness is very thin in America, because like if you, yeah, if you stop telling the story and stop, you know, living inside of the narrative, then you do become like everyone else, because the curtain falls, and you know, everyone realizes that it's all a sham.
yeah, you
And
lose, you become a loser, you know? It's like
so people have to like hold on to their money when they have it. And I mean, yeah, we're learning about this in my economics class, and like watching these documentaries on like the financial crises, but specifically whenever everything started becoming like, you know, basically just like the markets, like the financial markets, and everyone was becoming rich from basically like lying to their investors and like doing things behind the scenes, and then just like making away with the money. And like that's basically the reason that like everyone who's wealthy in America like is wealthy.
yeah.
And it's a weird, I mean, interestingly enough, I actually think that if there is any chance of like a universal basic income in America, it comes from it's going to come from learning to trade the stock market,
Yeah.
because it's the only thing, like even if it's a completely like fake reality that's very manipulatable, and the people who win the most have insider information, it's the one thing where like if you learn how to just like navigate this is what I'm trying to do actually right now. This is my only idea But the more I do it, the more I'm like, it's not easy. You could lose a lot of money, but it's genuinely the only thing because it is such an abstract thing that, you know, is so vulnerable to the news and whatever, but it is still a graph that goes up and down and up and down. And it's the only, like, you could print money if you just sort of learn to take like little tiny profits. Like,
Yeah.
it relies on, I think the fact that it almost in a lot of ways does rely on nothing. Like, it's connected to businesses, but the businesses can lie. And like, that is our American version of like money printing. Like, that is, but most people just don't. Like, the average, like, I think like 90% of traders like lose more money than they make.
Yeah. I mean, like, yeah, I wish I knew more about it. That I was like, but I'm so like bad at like, yeah, that type of like abstract like thinking.
It is very
Like,
abstract though. That's why I think that you could theoretically make money just from trading the news,
yeah,
which is kind of what I'm experimenting with. Like, I'm kind of experimenting with, there's all kinds of like fundamentals you can look for about like, okay, if the graph does this for a certain amount of time, then it's probably gonna do this next.
yeah,
But I think what's more compelling is watching, like, you know, like, honestly just like picking a couple stocks like Facebook or I mean, there's just all the like big tech stocks, and then just
yeah,
observing like what are they talking about in the news, because whenever something comes out in the news, the stock is guaranteed to move between like 3 and 10%, and that could be all you do. And
yeah,
then
yeah,
you could
yeah.
just completely get out whenever they're like, oh no, something bad's gonna happen, because then literally probably like the next week something else is gonna happen.
Yeah.
And it is very abstract and psychological, and you're kind of just trading, you're basically just trading on herd mentality.
Yeah. No,
So
I no, I think that's no, that's I don't know, that's so like interesting. And again, I wish I knew more about it. But that's like the thing of like yeah, that's why I'm like I'm really like sympathetic to like you know, like the libertarian anarchists, you know, they're like the techno like the freaks, you know, like libertarians, because at least you're trying something weird, you
wait, what
know.
is a libertarian anarchist? Because I feel like those are opposites.
Oh no, I mean like what's it called? Anarcho? No, like the teal types, you know, or like the people who want like just total like destruction of all parameters, of all like social parameters, and just let like the market, you know,
Oh,
like
like neoliberalism?
oh no, like
Because neoliberalism does believe they do believe like the markets are self-correcting and everything will work out if you just leave it alone.
no, I don't know. I mean, I don't know what I'm talking about, but like the
Neoliberalists basically are the people who say like the governments don't need to help anyone. We don't need to help anyone. We just need, you know, supply and demand will always balance out, and like the economies are good. And then what happens is then the people who are in power are able to like basically control the markets as they want, while I'm telling everyone they're self-correcting, like don't worry. It'll,
yeah,
you know, like if you're not benefiting from the market, there's something wrong with you.
but like the neolibs, like they believe it like in some sort of like social um structure, you know, in terms of like
Yeah, they're not anarchist. They
no,
they
uh,
no.
but like in you know some sort of cultural value and some sort of like global project, um, but this sort of sense of anarchism, like um, getting rid of all those like social structures and just like letting things float.
Yeah, getting rid of social structures is kind of scary. I think that anarchists are very anti-government and also maybe social, but obviously anarchy never works. Like that's such an insane belief. And I don't trust anyone who like genuinely claims that, because I think it's the same idea of like people like I have a feeling, I mean, either those people either have a death wish, which maybe they do, or they're like
Yeah.
just very narcissistic, and they're hoping that like if we get rid of all structure, it's kind of the same as neoliberalism, because neoliberalism is kind of anarchist in the terms of like government. Like they kind of believe in like no regulation, which means that you can get really rich, but also you can get really poor, and no one's going to come save you. And, you know, they might even believe in like no taxes.
Yeah.
But obviously that leaves room for like, well, when there's no structures, that means that any Machiavellian like person can come in and like just start, you know, controlling things because there's no body.
Yeah. But that, yeah, I think that's something that's interesting now. Because, like, I don't know. See what happens. But I'm not talking about, like, you know, like the port, like the Pacific Northwest, you know, like anarchists, you know, like they don't know. Of course, they don't know anything. They don't know anything about anything. So,
I mean, that's kind of like I mean, yeah, I think everyone has obviously, anyone who's been like a little bit rebellious and like, you know, desired independence has been like, I think you do become a little suicidal and you just decide like, I want to get rid of everything and just live in the chaos.
yeah. Like, I don't, but I'm also like, I'm getting like less and less, you know, like politically
No.
involved or interested, you know? It's like,
Yeah, I mean, ultimately, I'm just an observer, and I'm just
Yeah.
here to like. I don't have a problem with the stock market. I think that I ultimately land where I said, which is like if you can develop a lot of discipline and intelligence, you could use it as a way of printing money, and I don't want to get rid of it or, you know, make it only accessible. God forbid they, you know, start gatekeeping it. I think that, you know, since we are a country that probably will never do a lot of like meaningful socialist moves, like that's, I think that, if you know, and being an entrepreneur, it's either that or be an entrepreneur. Like both of those things kind of put the power in your hands,
Yeah.
more or less, because we're just not a country that's gonna do like any kind of like meaningful handouts to sustain people. That's just like not what our philosophy relies on. Like we wouldn't be America anymore.
Yeah. People do get, I mean, this is weird.
Yeah, I mean, besides obviously we have like
People in other countries don't have food stamps, you know?
yeah.
And people spending that food stamps bucks on so much weird shit, you know? It's like, it's kind of like a weird, like there are like
Yeah,
these
but
things
it's
to think about,
but it kind of keeps you, it's not enough. I think like I mean, yeah, some people can be clever about it, but like Europe, you know, Europe is like largely socialist, so you get health insurance, you get free education. It balances out in other ways, and then you know, you get certain, you know, grants and stuff, whereas here it's like you have to make like $12,000 a year and then you can get like, you know, some free food, whereas in Europe it's like you're not forced into poverty in order to get these benefits.
no, that's true. I'm just,
So, yeah, I mean, we have some things, but like overall, I think that there's just such a, like the income gap is just, we're not even trying to be equitable. It's like just not our vibe. We like to like
Yeah.
dangle luxury in your face. And
Yeah, exactly. That's how it's always been.
so yeah, I think the smartest thing people can do is understand the stock market and how rich people are taking advantage of the system. And that's pretty much it. I just think that other than that, everyone's screwed here.
yeah.
Or start your own business, or start a nonprofit and figure out, legal tax evasion strategies. And that's what everyone's doing.
Yeah, I'm like thinking of like, yeah, my friends in America. Like, what are they doing? Like, is anyone doing well that I know of?
No. I mean, yeah, I think that probably, yeah, I actually was having this conversation with my mom. I was like, no one I know like has their life together, and I think I always felt like I was like more behind than other people. But no. Like, no one I know is like really thriving. Like, everyone I know is very ambitious and creative. So I don't really know anyone who's like very likely to get like stuck in like, working a job for like 40 years and then retiring. Like, I don't know people
Oh.
like that, thankfully, because I think that's the worst. That's what America wants you to do. And I think that that's just really sad to me. I can't imagine being that kind of person who doesn't even like try
Yeah.
to do something else. Like, not to say it's easy, or like, those people have theoretically more stability than me, but like that, I feel like that's like a joke.
No, I feel like, yeah, maybe it's gotten more of that like over the past like 20 years or so, especially in America, where it's like no one wants to work like a normal job,
Yeah.
Anymore. But I know like a lot of people in Norway, for example, they love having a normal job. Like,
Well, it's Norway. It's probably amazing to have a normal job in Norway.
it is. They're like working like social security offices and like
They
just, like,
probably
the
work
most-
like 4 hours a week, and they probably get like tons of time off, and they probably get paid really well, and like, I don't know, everyone's probably like really nice to you.
That's maybe true.
Like-
Norwegians work more. Norwegians like kind of work a lot. Like, not a lot, but like and you get time off. But
Yeah, like, I think like the benefits are
so the working like 4 hours a week. That's like
4 hours
like
a day.
thing. Like the Northern Europeans, like the Lutherans, like they work, try and work hard at least. But yeah, it's like I don't know anyone who like aspires to have like a normal job.
Well, they don't make it fun in America, and the benefits that once existed for people where that was even a worthy thing to work for, that doesn't really exist anymore. Like, it's more and more moved into this like gig economy, and there might not even be any meaningful payoff to devoting your life to a company for 20 years. You might not get you might not be taken care of forever after doing that.
Yeah. I'm gonna get some more wine. I've been drinking.
Yeah, I'll take this opportunity. I'm gonna pause for one moment, and I have like a little bit more of a mimosa left, so.
Drinking this Jens's wine review. We're drinking from the store a Cab Sav 2024 from the brand Biorebe. I think that's an R. This is like the Späti wine. That's pretty alright. I drink it with ice cubes to
You
cool
drink
it
a
down a little.
cab sauv with ice cubes?
Yeah, no laws, anarchy.
Are you like a divorcee middle-aged woman?
Yes.
Well, the
Oh my
label
god.
does look cute. It looks very like European. Like,
Yeah, they try and like shoosh it up a little bit. There are like some flowers on here. Yeah,
yeah.
it's um no, it's good. I'm usually like a white wine person, but I don't know. I thought I should mix it up a little bit.
Well, I'm drinking. It's a weird color because I just poured the bottom of. There's orange juice. There's a little orange juice in here too, but this is my last bottle of the natural wine that I stocked up on.
Yeah, it's just a little hazy, a little cloudy.
Yeah, and so the bottom of this one is really there. It was usually it was like a sparkling white,
Yeah.
but the bottom like gets like really like I have all this like chunks in there, and I always forget because you don't shake a sparkling bottle. So the bottom is always like literally brown.
What does this smell like? Whenever I get like, I don't know if yeah, give us some notes.
This one's really good. This one's a little bit like floral. It's kind of like floral honeysuckle, like as far as a sparkling. It's a really, really pleasant one that I would love to like buy over and over again.
I'm not on like the natural wine, or last I got like a natural wine, like it has like, does it do that? Because I've been saying that to everyone that like natural wine, like it smells like kind of like Windex-y, like it has like no, I'm not that. Well, then I'm wrong. Then I got like a fucked up one.
I
Like
mean,
it
they
tastes.
shouldn't. First, they shouldn't all smell the same, but they definitely. That's weird. I don't know, like, what that is.
No, definitely a hint of Windex.
You might have
I
just
think.
gotten a. Must have been a. I mean, you could have had a really astringent bottle of something.
Yeah, I was pretty eclectic, you know.
But in general, natural. The only thing that like the most common thing I find with natural wines is because they're typically unfiltered. You get all of these really cool like amber, mid-range tones like orangey, pinky, cloudy
I mean, yeah,
colors.
color's nice.
And I find that there's more like nuance. They almost become more of like a tea, where like I feel like when you drink regular wines, you kind of are like, okay, sparkling wine tastes like this. I mean, nice quality wine should have nuances, but I just find it a lot easier to come by in natural wine, where I'll drink like kind of an amber colored wine and it will literally taste like peaches, or it'll taste
Yeah,
like perfume or something. Like it has something really like special about it, and it doesn't just taste like white wine.
like wine. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So it just makes it more fun. Like there's a cheap type of sparkling wine that I will usually buy from like New Seasons. That's pretty reliable, and it's like $11, and it's actually not shitty. Like I someone like a really big wine snob recommended this wine to me. But it doesn't have any like special flavors. The reason that it's so good is that it's just really dry. And
Yeah.
typically like cheap sparkling wine is kind of like syrupy and kind of
Oh,
but this one was like $30 and it tastes like flowers. It's just like
yeah.
special. Like I almost feel like I'm offending it by putting orange juice in it because it's just good by itself.
Yeah, it's yeah.
So let's talk about let's talk about the show that you have at my gallery.
Uh, at your gal. Yeah, yeah,
My
yeah.
gallery.
Exactly. Um, no, I mean I'm happy with it. Or actually, I've been thinking about it a lot,
It looks really cute.
and if it's good or not, or if it's like if it's anything at all. Like,
It's always good.
yeah. No, it's
No one needs to see behind the curtain.
no.
It's good. It's
No, it's
good.
good. It's good. It's good. It's all good.
It's just it's good regardless.
That's true. That's what I've been thinking when I'm like being like, okay, like let go a little bit, you know? When I'm like, oh, like stupid, stupid, stupid. Like, why did you do this? Why did you do that? You're like, oh, actually, who gives a fuck? You know, like just like I just made these paintings.
You
They're
made the
paint.
paintings
They're
and
paintings. Now they're done.
they're
That's it.
done. And we can paint the show in whatever light we want after the
Yeah.
fact because it already happened.
Yeah.
And no one knows any different.
No one knows. It's no,
It was
exactly. It's all
a wild success, and you sold.
it's sold out. Yeah, sold out. Sold out immediately. Actually, even before it opened. You know.
Yeah, it was crazy.
It was great. The great opening. It was.
This
Yeah,
reminds me of like Trump like talking about the Melania documentary. he, he was like it's the biggest, it's line down the block. And then there probably was an actual line down the block. I actually don't know why people were hating on that documentary. Like I didn't see it, but I was like, this sounds like the most fun afternoon activity ever. Like, why don't you guys want to go see this documentary? Like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, like have you seen other documentary? Like every like can't be any worse than like what other people are making with like the monthly like was it Melania on Netflix? No.
I think it was gonna be released on Amazon Prime afterwards.
Oh yeah, it was Amazon Prime. Yeah. No, I mean it can't be worse than any like the monthly like Netflix doc that comes out.
No, I mean people are just hating because of who it is, but Melania is like so entertaining. Melania is like great, and like the what do you you're lying if you're telling you don't want to watch a documentary about like insane people.
Yeah, isn't that kind of like the point? Like, isn't that like
we don't make documentaries about boring people?
I have that whole thing with like I don't know. I have a major problem with like with film at the moment, like movies, like and that they're all so bad, and we all like have to like play along and act as if they're good. You know, like did you see one after another?
Really? I don't know. I don't know what's actually playing in the theaters, so I don't know.
But did you see that new or when did it come out? Like last fall, One Battle After Another, the Paul Thomas Anderson movie.
I did not.
Complete like piece of shit movie, like the worst, like just like the most like brain dead, like Gen X lib, like shit movie, and everyone like has to pretend that it's good. Begonia, did you see that movie? Like
no,
so
see, and I didn't watch the Timothy Chalamet movies. I didn't watch the Wuthering Heights movies. Like, I'm not watching any of these movies.
Okay, but I still think they suck. You know, like I haven't watched like even like the Norwegian movie, like both like Worst Person in the World and Sentimental Value by Joachim Trier. That was like that everyone loves. It's like a Norwegian movie. It was like by this Norwegian director who was like nominated for an Oscar and all that shit. And like that movie sucks dick and that director sucks and like why? Yeah, let's watch some real like avant-garde filmmaking like Melania, you know, like someone who like at least proposes something more interesting.
Well, I mean, I think that this is probably always been a thing that like the kind of like the movies that remain iconic are not usually the ones that people are like trying to make money off of.
Yeah, but they're trying to like they're yeah.
Probably.
Oh,
I
it's
mean,
like
I'm so out of the loop. Like the only way I know about anything is people talking about stuff on Instagram, and then most of the time it takes me like years before I jump on the bandwagon because I have like such an aversion to it for that reason. I'm like it's like so in my face, and I'm like I feel like if I watch it now I'm gonna hate it. Like it took me years to watch Euphoria, and people have been talking about it for like 8 years. And then I finally watched it and I was like, oh, what a strange show. Like it's really odd.
did you watch like the most recent? Did you watch like
I watched all of it. Yeah, I realized how actually short it was. I assumed it was like 10 seasons and that it was
uh
and then I thought it was I didn't want to watch it because I thought it was going to be like too intense and remind me of like being 19, and I was like, but it's weird. It really skips around a lot, and it's very much I liked it because I think it's just like it's like really reflective of the times, and it's almost like doing cocaine about like whatever is happening. It's just like a very extreme version of whatever is happening socially.
yeah.
So, but yeah, it always takes me so long to actually watch things. Like, I don't know if when I will ever watch those, like, the Timothy Chalamet movies or the movie about the gay guys. What was that one?
Queer? No. Which movie about the gay?
No, it was like the homoerotic one. The one about I literally can't remember. I feel like it was
Challengers?
no. It's like a
Yeah. The tennis movie?
I didn't know. Anyway, like I don't know. I don't.
No, I mean, ultimately, it's not worth it, because it's all
But
terrible.
Melania, I am very
Yeah.
I am very I think I'm very like I'm very fascinated by I don't like watch the news, but um I think I'm very fascinated by like our political actors and just like anyone who feels like they are like controlling the social sphere. I'm fascinated by that. So I'll watch stuff about I'm more inclined to watch like sociology documentary type stuff
Yeah.
about like weird like how people are in power and I mean I'm just kind of like ultimately like along for the ride
Yeah.
and trying to make money off the stock market. And
Yeah.
if I can make money off the stock market, then I will never have to depend on anyone again.
Exactly. I mean, I believed in you. I think,
Thank you.
yeah, I think that's the way to go.
Because even the remote, I thought my answer was like get some kind of remote tech job, which could still be the thing. But everyone I know who has something lucrative, they like everything comes through networking. Like I know from being a
Yeah.
person that I'm never gonna get anything unless someone literally hands it to me.
Yeah. But that's how it works, though. So it's like you can also be that person. Um, I guess you just gotta like stumble into like the right circumstance where you can sort of be, given that thing. But
Yeah.
I always, if it can happen to other people, it can also happen to me. Like
Yeah.
it's this other, like, they have like this like secret thing, it's
No, I mean it just happens, but like that is unfortunately, like, kind of unfortunately or fortunately, like, I don't know. I mean, I don't really mind networking, but I also am like such a homebody now that I'm like, I'm not gonna just like go to a party anymore and like accidentally, like, but I don't know. I'm in like a really weird like surrender state where I'm just gonna see like how long I can just remain in like, I don't know what's gonna happen and I don't know how I'm going to make this work, and then just wait until the universe like pushes me out on my ass.
yeah,
Like, what if I just, because I feel like I've spent my whole life like hustling, like trying to outrun like things, and I'm like, what would happen if I just completely
yeah,
just like gave up
yeah.
and just let the world, maybe the world would actually take care of me.
I think that's like a reasonable approach. Sometimes you gotta like switch it up a little bit and see what comes at you, or like what you get out of it. I think that's like a good strategy to like, yeah, try this for a second.
It's
You
the only
know?
thing I haven't really tried. So,
Yeah.
and I mean, the best case scenario is I build a life with a really calm nervous system, and the worst case scenario is people put me out on the street and then I have to just figure it out.
Yeah. But I don't think the worst case scenario is gonna happen. That would be crazy. I think about that too. I mean, again,
That's been
like
always
social.
my fear, right? Like, that's what I feel like I'm outrunning, and so I'm just like, let me just see if that actually happens to me.
Yeah. No, that's like the catastrophizing idea of like, any decision. You come to like the sense of like, there's going to be some like great disaster that happens, but I don't know if you're somewhat coherent, then like that that doesn't really happen all that much. Um, so you have to like, I mean, that's the entire thing with everything. Like, what's gonna happen? You
Yeah.
know?
And
I don't know. I think,
I think I just want to like turn my brain off and be just be carried a little bit. Let other people figure out what to do with me for once.
exactly. Yeah.
Let myself be like a burden to society.
Yeah. I mean, no, I mean, you can, while in this, like state of, I don't know, passiveness, you're also just like being your own person, it's not harming anyone, so.
How do you feel about your reality?
Feels pretty good. I feel like pretty grounded,
Yeah.
right? Like I don't have any like major like, also because I'm kind of like, I'm keeping a lot to like myself right now, and I'm trying not to like get like overly like emotionally attached to anything, or like any ideas or any like dreams or hopes or whatever it might be, just so I can be like pretty steady. Because whenever I think like I'm bored, you know, because I do get bored a lot. At least I've been sensing that in like a couple months or so. Like I have like a sense of boredom, but like at least I'm not like in pain, you know, which is like the other state that you can be, or like sort of going back between like euphoria and pain and all this other stuff. So, but I'm also not like being boring. I think I'm also like I do stuff, but um,
I
yeah,
almost
I'm
feel
not.
like boredom is like kind of a good sign. Like
Yeah,
and I kind of do differentiate between like boredom and like feeling like restless or stir crazy, because I feel because that's kind of a form of boredom, but I feel like maybe the kind that might be some of what you're talking about, but also I feel like boredom in a sense kind of means like, things are kind of chill. Like maybe they're too chill.
yeah, yeah. No, that's what I think. Like, are things too chill? Like I can like stir the pot if I want. Like that's pretty easy, but um, it's yeah. Whenever like when I was in like doing therapy and doing like what the fuck is it called? I can't remember what it was called. When you do like the group therapy, when you have like BPD or something,
Oh yeah,
like
like
what?
DBT or B like
Yeah,
behavior.
DBT. Yeah, DBT. Yeah. And when you're in those like groups, they always talk about like the reducing suffering, you know, so that you don't like jump off a bridge or whatever. And then it's like that's I don't know. That's always in my mind. Like if you're bored, that's fine, you know,
Yeah.
because if you were like on the other space, like you were like suffering from something, then boredom would be such like an incredible relief from any of that. So if you're like in a state of of boredom, and then you also think like there's like other like texts talking about like boredom like not being, you know, it's not real. It's not like a real feeling bored, you know, like it's not like a monumental, you know, feeling. So it's because you're like making up some like fault of your own that you're not doing this, or this. So it's also nice to like sort of be present in your boredom too. Um,
Yeah, because it sounds like maybe you're just not like you're maybe not like insanely fulfilled, but you're also like not in survival mode,
yeah,
which I think is the worst. Like that is the true enemy to stability and like, mental wellness.
yeah,
So
and I'm
that's
very like
great.
yeah, and I don't think like I believe in like total fulfillment either. You know, I mean that's the thing. Like you know, like there's always something to regret or always something that like didn't go the way it was supposed to, and it's like that's just how it is. So I don't believe in like yeah, the idea of like total fulfillment or happiness. That doesn't mean I'm like depressed, you know. It means just like, you know, that's how it is, you know.
Well, yeah, I mean, I don't really associate fulfillment with like regrets, because I like just fundamentally don't believe in regrets, but I always believe in like potential seeking, just as long as it doesn't, as long as I think that maybe my want like I can sometimes get stuck in feeling like, oh, I don't like where I am right now, and I wish that I was, I wish that my life was like this, but yeah, I think that like we are always where we're supposed to be. But I do sort of feel like I don't think there's a such thing as necessarily like perfect fulfillment, but I think that there, like for each life, if you believe in multiple lives, which I do, but I think also just feeling, even just like thinking about your life now, I have always, I think everyone has always felt like there is a destination.
Yeah.
And I think that, you know, Buddhists would say like that's delusional and stupid and crazy. And I understand what they're saying because, you know, I think I am often, I'm rarely like completely present.
Mm.
But I do think that there is like a place that I have been more or less either seeking or knowing is coming my whole life. And I don't think it's delusional. I think that it's literally just like there is going to be a time where my life will feel like it belongs to me.
Yeah.
Completely. And I don't think it's really like insanely magical, like crazy. I literally think it's just like I'm making money that is not going to disappear. I'm making it in a way that is not going to like affect my mental health in any serious way.
Yeah.
I have like time and space to like be creative, and I also have like I'm also able to like build projects, like I'm able to start new things. And you know, I think that I think that the destination is literally just like I have like a cute apartment, like I can do these certain creative things, and I'm working towards other creative things, but I'm on a foundation that isn't going to disappear.
Yeah.
And that's it. I mean, it's really very simple. It's not even and I think that the hardest thing to master is like emotional and mental stability, but once you have that, you realize that what you want is really very simple.
Yeah. No, it's no, I have the same idea. I always have like a weird vision of like a tiny like studio that's like built out of bricks that's maybe like painted white on the outside, and they have like a certain have like a very like they have like the nice like LED like white light like beams, you know, like at the ceiling, and I was like, yeah, like that's it, like that's like a simple sort of thing that I guess you're like working towards. I just think about it because yeah, there was like this artist Maggie Lee who did a talk at University of Oregon, and she was talking about like how she it was just like a sentence, but she says like I don't believe in hopes and dreams, and I was like thinking about it. I was like, oh, that's like, you know, that seems, you know, like cynical or whatever it might be, but it's also, I think it's like pretty healthy, like in terms of just like you know, like a like a mindfulness, you know, exercise of being like, okay, I guess you could have goals, but like the idea of hopes and dreams, you're like pushing your reality, you know, like forwards in a way, or like you're setting up these expectations. But I go back and forth. Like I don't know. I think like I have like, you know, aspirations too, but I try not to be too much like hopes and dreams based.
Yeah, I mean, like I understand what she's saying, but I think just like, and I think that I have maybe my own ways of like remaining grounded that are kind of it's not that, because I just think I'm a certain type of person where like I need my visions and like my imaginative worlds. But I think that like I think that my hopes and dreams have changed so much, and they've become in many ways they are the exact same that I've had since I was 16. And in some ways they have become more simple and grounded, because I think that I go through periods where I'm like wow, like I need to do all this, and I get like really big and dramatic, and then I'm like, and then I start really imagining like what that life would look like, and I'm like, no, like I don't want to live like that. Like I want like a quiet life. Like and I think that if like that, my hope and dream is just, I think we go through these ebbs and flows, like depending on like what we're influenced by, and depending on like, you know, I've come out of periods of depression and had like 40 ideas of something I wanted to do, and then slowly just eliminated all of them as I kind of started to explore them and realize like, I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
And I think that, yeah, I think probably most people's hopes and dreams are something like what we're talking about. I mean, if they're not, they're going to be like severely humbled into what we're talking about, because I think that all you really need, it's actually kind of sad. Like, I feel like my hopes and dreams are like so remarkably like simple that it's depressing that they're like aspirational, because I've genuinely like never had it. Like, I've genuinely never felt like my life can't be taken from me. I've always felt like it can be taken from me like next month.
Yeah.
And that's it. Like, I genuinely, like, I feel like if I have that, I just think I could really just do anything, you know? I mean,
Yeah.
I think the fact that I don't have like, I feel like I'm constantly having to like figure out how to keep the spaces that I'm in, which means that I am like both either a burden to my friends, or I can't help my friends that need my help, and we're constantly, it keeps me like separate from people, and I can't like, yeah, we're just stuck in like talking about ideas, when I think that, I mean, I think in a lot of ways my dreams are very like, most people don't have it. Like, most people don't have the ability to like have a space, wake up every day like more or less when they want, make money in a way that doesn't require them to like change who they are or exhaust themselves. Like, that is kind of a magical, but when I think about the day to day, it's very simple. Like, I'm not doing anything crazy. Like, I'm just hanging out. I'm just hanging out.
Yeah.
So, but I don't know. I mean, it sounds like you, like, I think I have that, I have that feeling. I've been trying to maintain that feeling for the last few years, like, since I left a relationship and an apartment. I'm kind of trying to hold on to like a feeling, and I haven't like quite manifested like the life, but I'm very like stubborn about like, if it makes me feel differently than like this thing, this like energy that I feel like I've cultivated, then I can't do it.
Yeah.
But it kind of seems like you are kind of close. I mean, like, ironically, I feel like you have a lot of the sort of like physical anchors that I need.
Yeah. No. I do feel like,
Like, it just seems very chill.
yeah, that's pretty chill. I need to like,
So maybe you're just a little like socially and creatively bored, or like uninspired.
I guess I'm a little socially bored, but I'm also like, I'm getting like, I'm really picky with like who I choose to like hang out with.
Well, yeah.
Or like talk to, even. Like, I'm pretty like particular and kind of like a dickhead about like who I even want to chat with.
But that's how it should be. That means you've come a long way.
Yeah, exactly.
That means you're like really close.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So I just need to make If I can figure out a reliable swing trading strategy, then I'll come to Germany and we'll hang out.
Yeah, good. No, come to Berlin. We'll have some natural wine at the natural wine bar.
That sounds good.
Yeah.